All right, guys, welcome to Inside Georgia High School Football. As always, I'm Mike Prater. This is going to be a little bit of a different video today. I'm going to talk a little bit about a deficit of purpose that I'm going through right now. A lot of you guys, if you're in my age group, you may be starting to feel the same thing. Let me get to the point. So I've got a lot of interest now. I'm really interested in doing Inside Georgia High School Football. I've got another channel that I'm trying to do called This Old Man's Garage. My son made a comment to me the other day that I need to laser focus on one thing, which I understand, but it's kind of hard right now at this point in my life. I went from a place in life where, I've got 6 sons. Many of you know me. Many of you know the story of my boys. I've got 4 biological. I've got 2 that I adopted through football. I've coached football for 20 plus years. I've coached baseball and lacrosse. I've been blessed to be involved in thousands of young men's lives. And to all you guys, all my family out there, all my ex-players, I want to thank you for the blessings that you gave me. And being part of your life was absolutely a blessing. I get to see you now. The great thing about Facebook is that you get to see all these people that you've been a part of their life, and you get to see them grow and become young men, start families of their own. Guys, I'm super proud of all of you. If you played for me, I loved you, and I do love you, and I'm super proud of the men that you're becoming. But to get back to my point, I've got kind of a situation where I've got a lot of interest right now, and I don't quite know which direction to go. In case you're wondering, the puppies are out, and they're wrestling around. Hey guys, stop it. They're wrestling around as they always do. In future videos, I'm going to probably put them in a different room, but this is kind of informal and impromptu. So to get to the point, I've got a couple different interests, and I want to maybe get some feedback from my friends and family on what they think would be interesting. I enjoy sports. I enjoy working on cars. I'm taking guitar back up. Not many of you know me from that time in life, but I played guitar in a little garage band when I met my wife, and so wasn't real great at the time. Not really very good now, but I'd like to get better at it. So I'm thinking about doing guitar. I used to draw all the time. I used to draw comic book characters and portraits, and I was okay at it. I was an okay artist, and I might be interested in doing some of that again. I tried doing a little bit of sculpting here recently, and what I did for the first time came out pretty good. So, and I've done things like hardwood floor and decks, and I'm a jack of all trades, master of none, of what it really boils down to. So I'm at this impasse. Well, I'm 50 years old, and I guess you call this a midlife crisis. I guess in the past, people didn't have as many avenues to direct their energies as they do now. And, in the past, midlife crisis has had a bad negative connotation to it, right? You're talking about guys going out and finding other women and stuff like that. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about finding something to become your passion again, right? I've coached football. I coached football last year. David, Leon, I love coaching with you guys, and I'm interested in coming out and helping again this year. But it's, I felt like I couldn't dedicate myself to it, and it really was kind of a disservice to the boys that I wasn't able to be there all the time. My new job kind of prohibits that because I do have a lot of afternoon calls. But, hopefully I'll be able to get out there and work with you guys some. But back to the point, I'm kind of at an impasse as to what I want to do. Do I want to do one thing? Do I want to do 5 things? Do I want to do 20 things and see what I'm good at? Do I want to take people along on this adventure? I mean, maybe it's not this old guy's garage, or maybe it's not Inside Georgia High School Football. Maybe it's Mike Tries Everything. Who knows what it actually is going to morph into. This is just kind of the beginning. I threw together a little set here. It's really not very good, but it's something to start with. I'm filming with a Moto Z smartphone. I don't even have a good camera yet. I bought me one of those little GoPro type cameras, but it was a cheaper version. I'm going to try using it some. This Thursday, I'm supposed to do an episode of Inside Georgia High School Football with Coach Vavra over at Sprayberry. So I've got some interesting stuff lined up. I'm supposed to get with Coach Shackelford at East Paulding. I'd like to meet with a couple other guys. Coach Wagner has reached out to me. Well, I reached out to him, and he said he'd love to get together. So I'm going to have some interesting interviews for, Inside Georgia High School Football. And I'm wanting to do, a couple pretty exciting things with This Old Man's Garage. I've seen all these young guys doing LS swaps and conversions and bringing these old cars back to life. I got a couple pretty cool, interesting cars that we can do something with. And, you know, I'm planning on doing that moving forward too. So, to kind of summarize, I'm in a transition stage where I want to see what's going to work for me, what's popular, what I can do to start, you know, occupying some of my time. Of course, being with my wife and doing things with her is going to be a big part of that. But, you know, there has to be other things too, and that's what I'm kind of looking for. So I'm going to make a couple videos. I'm going to talk a little bit about what's going to happen moving forward with Inside Georgia High School football. If you're a coach or you know a varsity coach, I mean, I'd love to sit down and interview for the season, maybe talk to a couple of your key players. I want to get some real good information out there on Georgia high school football, who the key guys are coming up, and then maybe we can talk about all football in the state of Georgia. You know, move up to West Georgia, which doesn't get a lot of coverage, Kennesaw State, you know, Georgia State, Valdosta State. There's a lot of really good programs in the state. You know, Chattahoochee Tech, Reinhardt. Reinhardt has a real good football program up there that doesn't get a lot of exposure. So those are some ideas and some things. Just give me your feedback. Guys, I appreciate you tuning in. Hopefully you're going to be on board for this journey. We don't know quite yet what that journey is going to be, but it's going to be exciting, I think. I think it'll give some people some laughs because I can kind of be a little goofy at times and make some mistakes. I'm sure y'all will all enjoy that. My family always does. So guys, I appreciate you tuning in. Give me feedback. I know I'm probably going to get ribbed for this, but you know, at some point you just got to jump in and do it. So guys, I appreciate it. We'll see you on the backside. That's Mike Prater for Inside Georgia High School Football. Thanks for watching.